Hey, hello, it's Andrea, and today is Monday, November 25th, 2019. Woo! And I'm going to the doctor's. I've got an appointment with my rheumatologist. He's my doctor for my joints. So I wrote out on a piece of paper all the stuff I want to talk to him about. So like I list this thing, I have the calendar that I have, the planner that I have on the months. I keep track of different medical things, and one of them is if my pain index reaches a 5 or higher, because I mostly am at a 3 or 4 almost every day for my joints. But if I hit a 5 or higher, I put it on there. But I'm just going to mention the times that I hit a 7, because I've hit a 7 a few times this year. So, that's out of 10, in case you're wondering. Last year, I don't think I hit a 7 at all. I think I might have hit it once. But then I also wrote down that one of my medicines changed. My blood pressure medicine is lower now because I lost weight. And also I want to ask him if I'm okay to get the shingles virus. So because I have psoriatic arthritis, there's some vaccines I'm not supposed to take or something. Most of them I am, so I just want to make sure. Other than that, yeah. So that's what's going on there. I haven't seen him in a long time. And it's really nice out. It's supposed to get up to 50-something today here in eastern Pennsylvania. And you see I'm not wearing my coat because there's no wind. It's like when it's in the 50s and there's no wind, it doesn't feel cold to me. But I put a sweater on, because, I don't know if you know this or not, but the older you get, and sometimes just if you have something like diabetes, I don't have diabetes, but the older you get, or if you have diabetes, you have less, you're less able to feel temperature differences, and it can cause you to have physical problems like excuse me. Sometimes elderly people won't feel the cold or they won't feel the heat, so they don't change the temperature in their home, and they'll end up dying from being too hot or too cold. I'm not that old, but you know what I mean. I figure I'll put a sweater on, even though I'm not cold. So, what are you up today? What? What are you up today? What are you up to today? I know here in the U.S. it's Thanksgiving week. Thursday's going to be Thanksgiving, so it's a big travel week. There's going to be a lot of cars on the road. My husband said, there's practically nobody at his work. He went into work today. Well, a lot of people take off for Thanksgiving the whole week, but he gets off Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, so that's good. Tomorrow, Sonny has to go to the vet and he's going to get his ear worked on. The outside part of his ear, he has a growth. I hope he does okay. He's like he turned 14 this year, and he's half lab, half golden retriever, and I'm told that 14 is very old for those breeds, and he's just wasting away. It looks like we don't feed him at all. We feed him the same amount we always have. Occasionally we give him more because he looks like he's starving to death, but I don't know. vlogging on Thanksgiving Day, which I don't think I've ever done before. And mostly because I like to keep some family stuff private, you know, because I feel like it makes the other people more comfortable. Plus, there's other people involved that don't like to be on video. But I might be able to do the video in a way that it's short and doesn't show everybody, you know. But you could see, okay, this is what we eat. We Bob and I planned out the meal. We were sitting at the diner on Saturday and we were writing down what we wanted. And we usually make this green bean casserole, okay? It's like this American thing. I think it was created by like a soup company or something. You just you get like 2 cans of green beans and I don't know, a can or 2 of cream of mushroom soup. You mix it together. Oh, and you mix in some of these French's crispy onion things. It's they're kind of like these dehydrated onions. You mix some of that in, you bake it, and then for like the last 5 or 10 minutes, you put some of the onion things on top. Some people love it, some people hate it. Most people, I think, just are like, it's something you have at Thanksgiving. I always thought Bob loved it. Like, that's why we've been having it. But to me, it's like, I could take it or leave it. I don't care. But we're not going to have it this year. We're going to have peas instead. We have to have something green. Because you end up there's all these squashes and potatoes and things involved in Thanksgiving. You're like, so the main thing, I'm from the Northeast Pennsylvania. I'm from Northeast United States, okay? There's regional differences in Thanksgiving menus. And I've gotten to partake of some of these regional differences because my husband was in the Air Force. And we were living in Alabama, and then we'd have neighbors that were from different parts of the country, and there were times where we'd do a group Thanksgiving and everybody would bring dishes that were from their area, basically. So in the Northeast area, I don't know, maybe mid-Atlantic, I don't know what to say, okay? If in Pennsylvania, I live in Pennsylvania, and in this area we mostly have, I'm going to say mostly, okay, because first of all, there's different ethnic groups. Like if you're Italians like to have lasagna with every holiday. To have the holiday food and they have the lasagna. You have to have both. And there's different things for people from other countries as well. You know, people that are descended. I don't know how you want to say it. Anyway, so the main thing is you have a roasted turkey. You roast it in the oven. You fill it with stuffing. This is controversial nowadays. The stuffing inside the turkey is very controversial. Okay? Because if it doesn't get up to a certain temperature, it could have salmonella in it. So I cook, and I still like the stuffing in the turkey. I do the temperature thing on it too, but there are people that won't eat it at all if it's been in the turkey. So I put half of the stuffing in the turkey, and the other half I put into a casserole dish, and I add some chicken broth to it. Because if you just put it in a casserole dish, it's going to dry out. Having it inside the turkey, you know, the juices from the turkey get in there. So there's that. And then you usually have something made with sweet potatoes or yams, which apparently aren't the same thing, but I don't understand the difference. And then you usually have cranberry sauce or some kind of cranberry, something made with cranberries, okay? These are kind of seasonal things. And pumpkin pie, okay? So, we're also, you know, Pennsylvania Dutch or Pennsylvania German. So we have this thing, it's kind of like creamed corn. We just buy this stuff called Cope's corn. It's this dried corn that comes in a bag. And you soak it overnight in whole milk. And I don't know how you cook it because Bob cooks it all the time. It tastes amazing. People love it. So that's a big thing. There's also some corn casseroles that are pretty traditional in Pennsylvania. Oh, Bob loves to make mashed potatoes, so we're gonna have mashed potatoes and gravy. He makes amazing mashed potatoes. And I'm thinking about cutting up the giblets. I'm thinking about cooking the giblets and cutting them up and putting them in the gravy. We don't make our own gravy. We know how to make our own gravy, but it's easier just to get it in a jar, especially when you're making like a million things on Thanksgiving, And my mother-in-law's coming, and I asked her, well, she said did I want her to bring pumpkin pie from the store. I said, well, I always make pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving. I make 2 pumpkin pies, and one of my sons loves my pumpkin pie, and then I pick up a shoe fly pie, which is a Pennsylvania Dutch food, because another one of my sons, that's like his favorite pie. It's basically, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's got molasses in it, and it's kind of like a coffee cake. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's got molasses in a bottom layer, and then there's like a layer of this crumb stuff with cinnamon, and you definitely have to be drinking something when you eat it, like drinking coffee or something. It's not too dry, but well, I feel like oh yeah, she was gonna bring pumpkin pie, but I said I'm making the pumpkin pie, but could you bring the cranberry sauce? She makes this cranberry sauce I love, okay? I don't know the recipe, but she has like cut up apples in it with it, and I just think it tastes amazing. I mean, they're like really diced, very small, the apples. And then I bought some York peppermint patties to have after dinner, and that's because I had a dream with York peppermint patties in it. And I was like, oh, that would be nice to have after dinner with some coffee. Oh, Bob bought biscotti too. I haven't made biscotti in a long time. I used to make biscotti. The problem with making biscotti is sometimes it comes out good and sometimes it doesn't. Because you kind of bake it twice. If you bake it once, it's kind of just like a regular cake, but you have to slice it and then toast it in the oven. There's been times I've over toasted it. I feel like I'm just talking too much. You say something new. Actually, the traffic isn't too bad right now. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But I've had turkey. Like when we lived down south, we'd let one of the neighbors, when we do the group thing, one of the neighbors made the turkey, and it would be more than one because there was a bunch of us. They do the deep fried turkey. Oh, if you ever get a chance to have deep fried turkey, and I would say have it from somebody who's made it before. It's amazing. They squirt these different juices into the turkey before they put it in there, into the muscle, and they cook it outside. So this is why it's more of a